Y'all, we witnessed the greatest women's 400-meter final of all time. Debate your mama, debate your daddy, debate whoever you want to in the nearest alley. I'm telling you, if you did not see it, you missed a good one, a great one. And we're going to recap it here because we just have to talk about what went down in Tokyo with the women's 400. Now, it is no surprise. We knew this was going to be crazy. Like that was expected. You just have so much talent in this field. You have some of the best in the world. Obviously, we're talking about Sid. Well, she proved that. If you don't know, now you know. But you had Paulino, Mary Lady Paulino, and then you had Nasser as well. So it's crazy because looking at it, the lane draws were unique because Paulino's in lane nine, Sid has her preferred lane, Nasser's in her preferred lane. And so those are the three that are going to do something crazy. And it rained. We have to talk about this. It rained. It rained in the rain. Go listen to the dramatics. I want to go outside in the rain. Like that's what was going down in Tokyo in these conditions. So what makes it crazy is it did not affect what went down. Sometimes the rain can slow you down. Sometimes it can lead to mistakes. Sometimes it could be a little sloppy. That was not the case in the women's 400 meters. Really, that wasn't the case all night in the men's 400 meters. And that'll be something else we do later on down the line when we do the general recap. But we had to touch on this today. And it's so crazy because the race was perfect in terms of there was no person that's you're like, oh, she is killing the competition. No, Sid was holding her own in her lane, but Paulino was pushing it in lane nine. And if you know anything about lane nine, you better push it to the limit because you can't see the runners inside of you, so you have to go. And that's what she did. And so Sid could play off her, but Paulino, that's kind of an advantage because you just have to run your race. I can't depend on anybody else. Nasser's in the mix as well, and it ended down the home stretch. Paulino actually was doing work. She had the lead, or she at least tied it. And if you watched it live, like I did, you kind of thought, "Ooh, shoot, she's coming back." But Sid held her ground, and then when they went to the replay, it was pretty close. Like the last 50 meters, it was really close. They were almost tied. And Sid used her strength to pull away from the race to win the race, running the second fastest time of all time, 47:78. Paulino finishes in second with her new personal best time of 47:98, and Nasser ran 48:19. So let's cut the crap. The world record is getting broken at some point. I don't know if it's at a Diamond League meet? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it will be in Beijing in 2027. That let's just cut the crap. That world record is getting broken. But to see the dominance that was displayed and to see the consistency, and this race lived up to the hype. It was not a blowout. It was a race. It was one where you're screaming at the TV. It's one that rendered you speechless. It was one of the craziest things that I think we will ever see. And part of this video is I wanted to just talk about we talked about it earlier on the show that I was on earlier with Serenity Douglas. If you haven't already, go subscribe to her on TikTok and go follow her on Instagram. She is doing a live stream and she has had some amazing talent. She had the mixed USA mixed relay team. She's had some 400-meter runners on there. She's had some Olympians. It's a fun time and I got a chance to go on there as well. Sid proved that if she's not on your Mount Rushmore when it comes to the greatest athletes of all time, something's wrong with your list. Because to be able to go and dominate in an event that you are not fully familiar with and that you're still learning the ropes, ask anybody. It is a transition to go from the hurdles to the open four. Now, we don't know where she's going to stay, but she has dominated both. She's dominated the 4x4, she's dominated the hurdle, she's dominated the 400. And realistically speaking, there are some things that she even said herself that she wants to accomplish. Sometimes she wants to hit. So this reign is not over, but I appreciate that when she shows up, she shows out and she does it in such a humble spirit, and she keeps getting better. Shout out to Bobby Kersey. Listen, I don't know about the 800s. I mean, people may question the 800, and if he, that is his true expertise. I don't know. You're fair to question that if you want to. He's a legend. I don't have any questions about Mr. Bobby Kersey. And this just proves why he is a legend at what he does. And so I have to give her her flowers. Paulino, I have to give her her flowers because she has shown up consistently. She has raced consistently, and consistency is the biggest thing that is so difficult in track and field. It's so hard. It's like trying to get consistent chicken from a Popeyes on a Friday when they are slammed. Listen, you get some, you don't get some. Like that's just the way it is. But she has come out there and they have helped elevate this sport. And that's why this race should be celebrated. You got to celebrate the greatness because you may not get another race like this again. It's not guaranteed. Injuries happen. Sid may go to the 400-meter hurdles. And I will say this race, and this could be controversial. I wish I cared. I don't. This race is what we hope that we saw in the 400-meter hurdles on a consistent basis because the only person that has really given her this challenge on this stage in a final, either in the 400-meter hurdles or the open four, outside of Paulino, was Dalilah Muhammad. Before Sid began her reign of just killing people in these races, it was Dalilah Muhammad who had the original world record, and then Sid broke it the year later. This was the greatest race. I don't want to say it's the greatest race of all time because that's not fair to some of the other races before. This one is going to go down in the history books because of how amazing it was that everybody's talking about it. You have political people talking about it, which is good. They need to talk about something else. You have so many people tweeting it out. Sid, congrats to you on an amazing race, the greatest women's 400-meter final we have ever seen to this point. Now, a word from our sponsors, but appreciate you watching the episode. Let me know what you think. Is this the greatest show on turf? Is this the greatest race, specifically women's 400-meter race, that you have seen, especially if you've been watching track and field for a very long time? Love, peace, and chicken grease. We'll catch you next time. Okay, everybody, I have to tell you about today's sponsors, our friends Heartwise Health LLC. Listen, I can tell you for myself, I've been working with them for a little over a year, and I am stronger, faster, PRing in all my races, and I'm coming for that marathon. Maybe. But if you want to feel the same joy that I feel, if you want to improve when it comes to exercise, when it comes to running, with the use of science-based technology, personal and customized training plans, you got to check them out. Heartwise Health LLC founders Tori Parkinson and Jocelyn Frock are ready to help you reach your full potential and whatever that might be. And listen, it is fall. The fall is approaching everywhere except Florida because we don't celebrate. But if you want to feel the love, the air of the change of the season with new PRs in your races, new goals that you can reach, they are doing something cool. So there's a big fall sale that's going on where you get 10% off an 8-week training program or virtual lactate threshold testing until November. So you can get a discount on being awesome. You're already awesome, but we're trying to take your game to the next level. Definitely be sure to check them out, especially if you are looking to do some great things in this racing season and in and out of racing season. And you can find them at Heartwise Health LLC. That's when it comes to their website, heartwisehealthllc.com. You can also find them on Instagram, Heartwise Health LLC. And without further ado, please enjoy the episode.